India's growth story has now become a poll pitch in Pakistan. For 2 days in a row, former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has lauded India's economic progress. Now, this is new. Usually when Pakistani politicians mention India, their statements reek of jealousy and bitterness. Well, that is not the case anymore. That's because the country is facing multiple problems all at the same time. In the latest, Nawaz Sharif, during a public address, said that India had reached the moon, while Pakistan was yet to rise from the ground. The PMLN Supremo statement came a day after he blamed the country's military for the country's economic downfall. He said neither India nor the United States was responsible for the country's economic downfall. He said, and I quote, "We shot ourselves in the foot." The former Pak Prime Minister blamed the military establishment for rigging the 2019 elections, which led the country to its current crisis. Exiled in London since 2019, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan has returned to the country and is running for the top post. If he wins, it will be an unprecedented fourth term for him. During his poll campaign, Sharif has taken a rather soft, progressive stance when it comes to India. You see, when India successfully launched the Chandrayaan-3 mission to the south side of the moon, Nawaz Sharif made a similar comparison between the two countries. He had said, "Today Pakistan's Prime Minister goes country to beg for funds, while India has reached the moon and is holding G20 meetings. Who is responsible for this?" And it's not just Nawaz Sharif. Imran Khan, former Pakistan Prime Minister, had similarly praised India earlier. The Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chairman had praised India on a number of occasions. He has lauded India's foreign policy and, of course, its rule of law. Now, this is a rare admission from Pak politicians, and it's not surprising. Pakistan used to think of India as a competitor. It defined itself as the antithesis to India. It craved parity with India, and now a lot has changed on ground. While India is set to become the third largest economy by 2030, Pakistan is faced with crippling debt and political turmoil. Naturally, there is now a sense of envy, not competition, and therefore India's growth story features heavily in political rhetoric coming from Pakistan. The bottom line is this: Pakistani politicians can very well use India's progress to fight elections. But will they be able to affect real change on the ground when they win? Is it even possible considering how deep the Pak military's influence is in the country? WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.